Walston, and welcome to Insiders Health TV, where we bring you all the freshest happenings in the world of medicine without the quack propaganda. Today we'll be talking about a chilling story of the youngest breast cancer survivor in Canada. And we'll check in with our resident angry writer as he gives us his cheers and jeers about this week in health. Being a parent is the scariest thing in the world, worrying about anything and everything you can think of, from the opposite sex to every sniffle. But for the parents of Alicia Hunter in Canada, the news that devastated them was something they never really thought possible. Their daughter, now just 4 years old, was diagnosed with breast cancer at age 2. Alicia's mother, Melanie, noticed a small lump in her daughter's breast while bathing her, and after refusing to ignore it, doctors diagnosed Alicia with juvenile breast carcinoma, a very rare form of cancer. And before she was even in preschool, Alicia Hunter was getting a mastectomy. This form of cancer is very slow growing, and the prognosis for long term is extremely bright, although she will have to undergo breast reconstructive after puberty. But that is the least of the Hunters' worries, as they are just happy to have a clean bill of health after what seemed like the impossible. Her parents did the right thing by immediately getting it checked out. And here's to what we're hoping is a long and healthy life for Alicia. And we can bet those teenage years when she's late for curfew or fails a science test that her parents might just have some perspective about everything. After all, she was a very young girl dealing with a very adult situation. So now it's time to let her get back to being carefree again. We're now going to toss it out to our resident critic, as well as usually perturbed and whiny correspondent for Cheers and Jeers in the health world.
Hi, and welcome to Cheers and Jeers, where I bitch, whine, and praise what's hot in health. This week, jeers go to Sergeant Gutierrez. Yeah, you thought that not telling people that you were HIV positive was a good idea? You thought lying about a deadly disease was the best course of action? Really? Listen, I'll be the first to admit that I've lied many times to get women to sleep with me. Many times. But they're always harmless lies like, of course I can afford health insurance, and no, that's not a tube sock. However, yours go just a bit too far, or way too far. So here's hoping that the Air Force makes an example out of you, because as far as I'm concerned, you're effing nuts. And now cheers go to Japan for finally trying the next horizon of science. Cloning woolly mammoths. I, like most people, lived in a world where Jurassic Park was nothing but a distant dream. But not Japan, no. They're putting millions of funds into something important, trying to bring back an ancient species that may not even be able to survive on our rapidly evolved world. But, come on, let's be honest. They're trying to make a woolly mammoth. That's about as cool as it gets, am I right? Oh, even cooler than the last Japanese invention, those vending machines that give out used women's panties, which are real. And that's it for Cheers and Jeers. Check back next week when I praise a new hero and tackle a new idiot. Kim?
Well, thank you very much, and here's to hoping that we stay on your good side. That's it for this edition of Insiders Health TV. I'm your host, Kimberly Walston, and remember, it's your health. We're just helping you think outside the box.